All right, so thank you guys for joining. Today's session is about SEO, search engine optimization. My name is Shavkat Karimov. I was a head of SEO at Microsoft and also VP of SEO at Bolt, another global company in 4 countries, over 1,000 employees. And so today I'll just try to teach you a little bit about what SEO is, the fundamentals, how it works. And I know there's a mix of people here. Some people have no idea about SEO at all. Some people don't even speak English. I don't know how you guys will understand me, but just at least try. And then some people have some good understanding of SEO and need some more tips on how to rank. So basically, this is our plan for today. Fundamentals, just basics basically. How to rank high. Dive deep into the world of links. What the heck? You didn't close the door?
Yes, I said.
The doors should be closed.
Cannot.
I cannot enter, okay, but close the damn door. Anyway, dive deep and then avoid things that can harm your SEO. So what not to do, and then the future. So that's the plan basically. So, yeah. This is more detailed plan. More detailed plan, don't worry about it. Yeah, this is me. So I'm VP of SEO at Bolt. Used to be like 3 years at Microsoft. Then also I work for other companies. Highlight is one of, like probably the best company, SEO company in the world. Nobody knows about them, but they own big, huge sites like mortgages, plastic surgery, insurance, web hosting. So I was head of SEO there. Fullbeak, another company in Bellevue, Washington, Mobile Storm, kind of startups. And then I had my own website, about 3 million people, unique monthly visitors, called Expo and Rank Area. So I had a Zurcher social network, 400,000 members. And at one point, I was one of the biggest web directories owner in the world. A lot of web directories. So I was making a lot of money back then. So I know SEO, probably top, 100 people in the world. Like, really know what SEO is, done a lot of cool things. Even at Microsoft, the website that I was running called answers.microsoft.com has 60 million unique monthly visitors. So huge traffic. So let's start. What SEO is? I usually ask people, like, how would you define SEO, right? Not search engine optimization, but what is it? What is it? But since a lot of people have no idea, maybe Mark, maybe you can just tell me what it is. Perfect, I love it. So it's like a bunch of tricks to get to the top of Google, to figure out how Google works, how search engine works. And why talk about Google? You're late, damn it. Is the door closed? Or? Yeah. Is this your friend? Oh, it's your teacher. Oh, teacher, what the heck? It's the wrong example. Don't be late. What the heck, damn it. Don't be like your teacher. Don't be late. Be like your teacher when like it comes to being smart, but not like being late. So SEO, okay? Yeah, you see, you disturbed me. Now I have no idea. I'm going home now. So, good definition. How I define it, for me, basically, it's a manipulation. You said it right. Tricks, tips. Like Google doesn't want you to do SEO. Why I talk about Google mostly is because all other search engines, there's Bing, there's Yahoo. In China, there's Baidu. In Russia, there's Yandex. In Uzbekistan, there's also Google, but Google is like 90% in the English-speaking world, right? If you speak English. In China, it's different. It's Baidu, right? In Russia, Yandex is like a little more popular, but Google is catching up. You're late. Did you close the door?
It's not going on. We cannot go there.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'll torture you guys now. Come here. What the heck? Why are you late? You couldn't find the room.
Yeah, I spent more than 20 minutes.
20 minutes, so you were like trying. Okay, you're good. You're good.
Likewise.
What the heck? Okay, you?
Because of work.
Work? This is your friend. Everybody has a reason. That's the problem with Uzbekistan. I was at the wedding. I'm sorry, wedding. Oh, okay, funerals. Well, that's even more important. I had car accident. Damn it. So you can't say anything, but everybody's late, everywhere. So you missed a little bit, but we're talking about SEO. So for me, it's a manipulation. It's a science, an art, and a craft. It's a science because Google is the most complex algorithm in the world. Even Windows, I represent Microsoft, right? Windows, this much code, also like a lot of code, probably top, most complex product in the world as well. But this is Windows. Google is like 10 times more. So complex. And it's also highly guarded, which means that you don't know what's inside Google. They don't tell you. They want to make sure you have no idea, so you don't manipulate their algorithm. So that's the most important part. You're late. Damn it. Why? Traffic. You see? Please, yes, welcome. But don't be late, okay? Ever. So that's the main thing that you need to learn. Google doesn't want you to do SEO, but you want to do SEO to rank high in Google. Why? Because Google and other search engines gives you free traffic. Free, highest quality traffic. People are searching for something you have to offer. Let's say you are a representative of this university, right? And somebody is searching for study in Uzbekistan, like, or best university in Tashkent, right? You want to be number one, MIT University, not like other places. You're late. Yes, you're late. Why? Traffic as well. You see, guys, same car. Are you using same car, or like slow car, like super slow car? Okay, yeah. Please welcome. Just get a better car or nice taxi or whatever. Don't be late ever. So that's why it's science, right? You need to figure out how Google works, and the only way to figure it out is through experimentation. You try things, you see if it works or it doesn't, and then you know, oh, these things work, this doesn't work. It's an art because most SEOs in the world, in every big company, there's some good SEO guy or girl or team, and they know SEO very well, and you compete against them, right? So everybody knows the rules. So you need to be creative and come up with some new practices, new ideas, new strategies to beat the competition, like in life. And then you might know the science, you might be very creative, but if you don't do everyday work, you still wouldn't be able to get to Google. So it's a craft. So you need to really work every single day, do a lot of action, and then it will happen. So this is how I defined SEO. Why is Google? So this is some stats, right? As you see, this red box is all Google. There's YouTube, there's images, there's Google News, local Google SEO, so tons of stuff, all Google, 90%, right? This is US, America. Yahoo is too small, Ask Microsoft like 2%, and now Bing actually powers Yahoo results, so this is together. Amazon small, everything is small, right? And we're talking about search, because Facebook is a huge website, but people searching on Facebook, because Facebook search, have you tried Facebook search? It sucks, it's really bad, like you can't find stuff. Same for Instagram, Telegram search is the worst ever. So if you figure out how to improve Telegram search, you'll make millions of dollars because it's really bad. Same for Pinterest, Twitter, Elon Musk's Twitter now, and other things. So it's Google mostly. Why it's important, as I said, best quality traffic, people are searching for something you have to offer. If you sell stuff, you want people to find it, and when they're searching for buy, I don't know, laptops, Apple, or another Apple guy, buy Apple, whatever. Apple is like a brand name, so it's hard. But just buy a laptop, right? You sell laptops in Uzbekistan, right? And you want to pop up number one. So again, these people will buy from you because they're searching to buy. If you advertise on Facebook, on Instagram, anywhere, they're just browsing, they're talking to friends, they're not ready to buy. But these people, oh, girls, okay, I'll not be harsh on you, but don't be late, okay? Okay, you guys, move a little bit there. So, yeah, best quality traffic. So that's SEO. It's a little complex, and for people who are just starting, it's going to be probably very complex for you right now. I'll try to simplify things, but for people who understand SEO more or less, it's going to be more interesting because you'll understand a few things about SEO. Yeah. Why it's complex? Because right now, there's a thing called RankBrain. It's artificial intelligence behind Google's algorithm. So it's not engineers like you, like people, programmers. Now it's an AI, right? Artificial intelligence, which does machine learning, which learns, improves, and decides which result should be first, second, and so on, right? So that's why it's so complex. And then every month, Google has an update. An update is something changed. So all the rules changed. You thought something works, and it doesn't work anymore because Google changed something. Every single month, there's a major change. And then they have 500 changes a year, small changes. So it's a dynamic field. It always changes. You need to always be up to date and figure out how things work. And the third part about the complexity of SEO is that there are always millions of results. Search for anything on Google, anything you want, you'll see millions of results. Anything. If it's a real word, right? If it's a real service, product, like anything. And everybody out of these millions of people want to be number one. But there's only one place. By the way, the stats. Number one result, well, let's say it's a Google search result. Right? Number one gets 40% of all clicks. 40%. Huge number. Number two gets 13% in average. 3 times less. Number three is 3%. 3 times less from that. And all the others, other 7, because there are usually 10 results on the first page, all others together get 1% only. You see how much it drastically changes. So if you number one, you get 40% of all the results, free traffic, high quality, they buy from you. Everybody else get less. And even if you're number 4, you get nothing almost, pennies, right? Peanuts, nothing. So that's why it's important to learn how to do SEO. There are some commonly known myths, right? So things that people think is true, but it's not true. SEO is a scam. No, it's not. But you get a lot of, emails probably. I don't know if you do. Like, I have tons of emails because I have multiple companies and websites. So people email me all the time, like, "Hey, we'll do SEO for you. We'll do link building for you." Like mostly from India, Pakistan, other places. Like, we'll do SEO. So those are scam. Of course, they have no idea what SEO is, how it works. Don't pay them. Don't work with them. Learn by yourself, or hire somebody who has reputation, who knows how to do SEO, who has track record. They actually did it before. On-site optimization is very important. No, it's not. So on-site optimization is when you add tags, meta title, some different tagging. We'll talk about it. So you basically optimize your website to tell Google what your website is about. Not important because Google became smart. They can understand what your site is about. Even if it's just a video or an image, they understand the content now. Really smart. But it's still more or less important, but not like very important. And then a lot of people talk about link building. Link building, in a few words, how internet works, right? Internet is combined of websites, right? A lot of websites. All these sites have multiple pages. Every page is a link, right? URL. Have you seen the link, right? So now imagine internet is full of links, billions of links, trillions probably, like huge. Internet is huge, right? And then there's, I thought it was a microphone. And then there's a deep web, which is even huger. They say deep web is like 500 times bigger than internet. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, I've been there. It's pretty cool as well, but weird. But so the way it works, when other sites, other links link to you, to your website, they kind of vote for you. Vote, right? So it's like in political stuff in the US right now, right? Democrats versus Republicans, political. People vote, our actual person goes and votes. Same on internet, same with SEO. Links vote for other links. So that's the major part of SEO that you need to take away today. One of the major parts. But so most people, SEOs, they proactively try to build links, to just go out there and say, hey, you have a website, like let's say t-shirts, right, or shirts, right? Ralph Lauren shirts, right? You sell Ralph Lauren, I sell Ralph Lauren. And then I ask you, like, can you link to my page, please? So I rank and you don't? And you're like, no, right? Why would I do that? Maybe you link to me. So we need to find a solution so one of us ranks. So it's tricky. Very hard to build it. So a lot of people go and build links. So a lot of other links linked to them, other sites and pages linked to them, and they improve their SEO. So, but Google says, don't build links, I'll penalize you, I'll punish you, I'll get you out of my index forever. And that's why a lot of SEOs today think that link building is a big no-no. Not true. You gotta do it. I'll tell them more later. So now how it works, what moves the needle? Like what makes it happen in SEO? Four major ranking factors. So this is all you need to know basically about SEO. There are only 4 things that matter in SEO if you want to rank. Number 1, it's no particular order, right? So it doesn't matter which one is number 1. The mixed thinking, it depends on the site. Like for instance, for my site, which was huge, it has like 30 million pages, 60 million people. So we can't build links there. We can't do a lot of content. It was user-generated content. People just, it was like a community. So we had to do on-site, on-page optimization and look at user behavior factors. But these 4 elements are the most important parts of SEO. Number 1, content. What is content? Text, right? Could be text, it could be just different types of information. It could be video, it could be images, right? So any kind of information, visual information or audio, doesn't matter, that's content. So content matters. Why? Because when people search for something, they're looking for something. Mostly for content, especially you like students, right? You need information. You need to learn how to do this, how to do that, like what is this, what is that. So it's all content that the websites provides to you. So we have a saying in SEO, content is king, which means that content is super important. And you basically need to write a lot of content or create content, like video content like we do right now. So if I post this video on YouTube about SEO, let's say I called SEO in Uzbekistan, I will most likely rank, right? Because it's actual content. Right? Now, this is complex, it's called technical SEO. So basically you tell Google what your website is about. The meta title, meta description, keywords that nobody uses now anymore, schema.org markup, complex stuff wouldn't bother you, but a lot of those things also help, right? Because let's say you have a restaurant, right? And somebody's searching like best restaurant in Tashkent, right? And then if you search for that, you'll see that some restaurants, some results have stars, like 5 stars, 4 stars, right? So this is from here. So they add in their code, inside the code, schema.org markup, saying that this is a review 0 to 5, right? And Google understands it. Oh, if this is a review, I'll put it in my SERP. SERP is search engine result page, the result page. So a bit complex. But this is very cool. It's called user behavior factors. So Google basically almost owns us, owns the world. Google is super powerful. You have no idea how powerful Google is. They control us. Like Android is also Google. That's why I hate Apple. Like you see, I use PC, Windows, no Apple, but Android, no iPhones and anything. But still, like Apple, Google controls us. When I walk, right, they know exactly that it's me because of the way I walk. Because the way the phone moves. So much they know about us. And there are like 50 plus patterns in the phone that they listen, hear, analyze. So they know exactly. That's how in England right now they catch the criminals through this. So motion. So Google is powerful. Google owns the browser, Chrome. Everybody uses Chrome browser, right? Who uses other browsers? Safari. Oh, these damn Apple people. Firefox. Cool. I love Firefox. And? Tor. Oh my God. You go to the dark web. Dark web. Tor is cool. I love Tor. Privacy, right? But Google, as you see, Chrome is most popular, right? And everywhere in the world, Chrome is like super popular, like 80+%, I think. I don't have the stats, but it's so popular. But why it's popular and why Google came up with this idea? They were nowhere in this browser world, right? There was Firefox, Internet Explorer at that time. Now Edge from Microsoft. Nobody uses Edge. Stupid Microsoft. No idea. They have so much money they can't do much, unfortunately. But then most people use this. Again, they monitor your actions, user behavior factors. They know exactly where you go, when you come back, what you did there. So you have no privacy at all when you use Google Chrome. Zero privacy. So if you do something stupid through Chrome, don't do it, because they will know. And they can use it against you anytime. But in SEO, what it means is that for websites as well, I have a website, right? I did best SEO in the world, but I tricked, right? Google sees people go to Google, search, find my website, come to my website, and then they don't like something because I tricked them. They go back to Google. It's called bounce rate. So they come to my site and go back to Google. It bounced. So this is a terrible, terrible factor, and Google knows it. Then they downrank my site because they know people don't like me. Or people come to my site and then read long, like maybe they spend 2 minutes and read my stuff, like my content, right? And then they see, oh, it's interesting, let me try another page. They go to another page, read again. So it's called pages per session. It's a good factor, right? And Google says, oh, this site is good. I actually rank it number 5. Maybe I should rank it number 3 now because, people actually spend time, people love the site. User behavior factors. We'll talk more about this. And links, again, votes, right? Remember votes? So this is a super important ranking factor. Only these 4 things. You do these 4 things, you'll rank. Simple, right? You write a lot of nice, awesome content. You do a little bit of optimization, like technical stuff. You can hire. So this is so easy, you can just hire somebody who understands like optimization. You make sure you monitor the behavior, how people behave on your site. So you install Google Analytics or another tool, Yandex Metrics, I think it's called. Any metrics tool, any analytical tool, it will tell you all the data, what people do on your site, how they travel, the flows, everything. And then you build links. That's it. So we'll start with content. First of all, guys, am I going too fast? You good? You understand me? Cool? Okay, so let me know if it's too fast, complex, it's like you lost me, just tell me, hey, slow down, like tell us a little less, right? So content, very important. I have a website in Russia called Pulse Survey. Pulse is like Pulse Survey. It's a company that does employee engagement surveys. And in Russia, in Yandex, it's much simpler to rank than in Google. It's a less developed algorithm, and a lot of people use that. But it's also same high quality, just in different language, right? But I didn't build a single link for that website. I only wrote content, a lot of content. I wrote like 100 articles, like 50 articles by myself, 50 more by my people. So, and also a book called like 150 ways to engage employees, to motivate employees. That alone helped me to rank #1 for all words related to employee surveys, pulse surveys, like anything. Just content alone does wonders. So if you just write, if you're a good writer or you hire great copywriters, that's good enough already. So people will find you because you have high quality content. If you are passionate about something, like you really love something, start writing about it. Or make videos, like especially if you like on TikTok, Instagram, make videos. Because they have their own search algorithm and you'll rank there. You can become popular one day. It's so simple, right? If you create high quality content, that's it. People love content. And these algorithms from Google, from other websites, will help you to be shown, right? So it should be high quality. And you make it high quality by first doing keyword research, important part. So keywords are words people use to find stuff, right? Keywords like, what is the best university in Tashkent, best restaurant, like how do I change roof, or like water pipe, doesn't matter. Anything, people search for so many Actually, I think there was stats saying that there are 500,000 new searches per month that people come up with that nobody else searched before. 500,000 new keywords. So, because new stuff happening all the time, right? So something happened with Twitter now, with Elon Musk bought it, and then people search about like, what will happen to Twitter? Like, what will happen to this Meta 11,000 employees that were, fired? So people search for a lot of stuff. And if you write about it, you'll rank because it's new. Nobody's competing for that keyword. You might rank right away without doing anything. Just write content. But ideally, you do the keyword research. You see, like, for your niche, if you're passionate about, I don't know, singing, right? You're a singer. You want to make sure you have a business, like you have a, little band. So you write about this stuff or create videos, and then you do keyword research, like how people search for something you have to offer, because you don't know everything. You have a few ideas, like best wedding band in Uzbekistan or in Tashkent, or like top singer, and that's it, right? But then you do keyword research, there are tons of tools. You'll find out like 1,000 more of keywords like that. And people will start finding you because you'll start optimizing for these keywords. You'll start ranking for every of those keywords. And customer research is part of that. So you need to know who are you doing this for? Who is your customer? That's like more marketing stuff. And then data pieces, data is everything. I always say that. So if you own data, data is like information about anything. Data drives the world. So if you have your own data that nobody else has and you write about it, then again, Google will reward you for that and other search engines, and you'll rank high. Long is better than short. So there's research again that says average 1,200 words performs better than anything below. So if your article is about 1,200 words or more, you will rank higher than 1,200 words or less. Okay? So it's just like, and video does really well. Like if you create video content, Google understands that and ranks it. Video is gonna be, rule the world eventually. This is tough, so very tough. I'll just skip it. Basically, how it works, like you tell Google what your site is about, right? You just optimize it, make sure technically in the code, because when we visit the website, we see the front end, right? But there's back end. On the back end in the code, you tell Google, this is that, this is my meta title, this is the alt tag for alternative text for my image, and so on. The major part here is internal link structure. You want to make sure because you have multiple pages on your site, right? Many pages. You want to link them between each other so it makes sense. So Google understands this is the most important page on this website, this is less important, less, and less. It's called link juice flow. And then there's sitemap that you submit to Google with the list of your pages. So when you do SEO, you open up a Search Console account. Search Console is like Webmaster Tools. That's how they called it before. And then you talk to Google. Okay, sorry, I need more holes. Any questions so far?
One slide said that the longer the content, the better, right? But on the other hand, I heard many times that no one wants to read long reading. So where is the balance here?
Very cool question. So nobody wants it, you're right, but Google wants it. Because Google doesn't read your content. They just want to make sure you spend time to build it. And length, yeah.
I also think like this, but on the other hand, if a visitor sees the long content, he will leave the page.
Very cool.
And Google will see that it is not interesting because they are leaving.
Yeah, because the bounce rate, right? No, I'm sorry. I was sick. Probably too fast. Okay, the way it works. So Google wants you to write a lot of content. People don't want that. That's why we talk about high quality content. So make sure they start reading, and then because it's so good, in the beginning you have to convince them to read more and more. So then they will reward you for that. Complex stuff. Okay, I don't know how to explain it to you, but research says like whatever ranks right now is long content. So hard data says that, right? We can think, we can have theories about like, well, what if people bounce, right? No. Google says I will rank only high quality content, long content. You can't find short, yeah.
If the content is generated by a human or by GPT-3?
GPT-3, yeah. So what happens right now? People write stuff, right? And it's hard. You need to think, write, takes time. So new technology came in called GPT-3. It's AI-driven content. You start a phrase, how to be productive. And AI will generate, 50,000 articles like that, instantly. No time, it's like 1 second. 50,000 or 500,000, doesn't matter. It's AI, it's powerful. What happens right now, it's a fight between RankBrain and GPT-3, and GPT-3 wins right now. I have tons of examples, and we're happy as SEOs. It's temporary. I'm pretty sure they'll figure out, but it's so hard because it's such a high quality content. Humans write worse than GPT-3 right now. Our quality is worse than theirs, AI. So that's why now it became an opportunity, but now imagine what's going to happen, because it's open source and a lot of people have access to it. So a lot of people start writing, and Google now has advantage because they have access to this content, and they start figuring out, okay, we know for sure this is written by a human. It's worse. Maybe we should rank the worst content, not the high quality, because it's human, because it's not manipulation at least. Right? So now they have a lot of data. This is how AI works, right? You need massive data, you analyze it, and you figure out, oh, this is the pattern, this is the pattern, this is, you have multiple patterns, now you're pretty confident saying that this is GPT-3, this is human. So, but now we're winning, and yes.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. You mentioned that the first result on Google gets 40% of the traffic, but what if we have a case when someone runs Google Ads, which turns the first 3 results into Google Ads links, and then that drops the number 1 into number 4?
Yeah, that happens a lot. So I'm talking only about organic results. Okay. First 4, not 3, 4 are ads, right? And what Google does, they increase these ads every time. So eventually, sometimes the number 1 organic result gets below the fold. Fold is this, right? On your screen, you have, this is above the fold. This is what you see. And then you have to scroll to see it. So right now, when you go to Google for anything very competitive, a lot of times you'll see ad, and no organic results. You need to open up, and this is where your 40% gets really down, like to maybe 30.
So does that link still get 40% of the traffic?
No. And 40% is average. It heavily depends on the niche, on the keyword competition, search volume, CPC, cost per click, multiple factors. So it's just averages numbers. But yeah, it will go down. Depending on this. Also, Google always tries to keep your traffic. They don't want you to send traffic because it's free. They put Wikipedia there, right? They put some, it's called answer box, so featured snippets, something like that answers your query right away. For instance, you're searching for best university in Tashkent, it will tell you right away, Amity. So you don't have to go to amityuniversity.com or .uz. You just see it right there. So let me show you something. This is why it's complex, right? A lot of things that you need to do on your website. Tough. That's why I use the 80-20, the Pareto rule. So do something that's 20% that does 80% of the result. Do something that's most important. Don't do everything. Because you have no time, you have no resources. It's a fight for resources. And then there are other little things like rel canonical, but again, it's too technical. robots.txt file, I wouldn't go there. So let's talk about user behavior factors since we talked a little bit about this stuff. What Google looks at. First of all, click-through rate from search engine result page. Search engine result page is what you see when you search for something, right? You search for how to fix a laptop, or my Wi-Fi doesn't work, you see some results. So this is the SERP, search engine results page. People click on different results, and Google knows how many of those who saw you clicked on your results. So this is CTR, click-through rate. You want your CTR to go up. You want to make sure, here's a simple example. Putin. Who loves Putin? Okay, who hates Putin? Who has, you see how smart, you guys are smart. That's why I love Uzbekistan. Very diplomatic. Who has zero interest in Putin? Some people, okay. But anyway, let's say I'm searching for who is Mr. Putin? And the first result says let's say Putin.ru, or whitehouse.ru, whatever, I have no idea what's there. First result is official. Second result says ugly truth about Vladimir Putin. Click right now, we'll tell you. And people start clicking. Second result, first result, okay, it's official, we know Putin, president of Russia. Second result, what's there? So then you manipulate Google, and your click-through rate is higher than from the first one. And Google thinks if it's not Putin, but something simple like a bottle of water or something like that, Google doesn't care about. For big stuff, they care. But for something else, they would rank you higher because your CTR is higher, right? In simple words. So these little things matter. The way you title your page matters. Don't go crazy, like ugly truth and stuff, but if you come up with something creative that's interesting to click and learn more versus something boring, then you'll start benefiting from SEO. Then you want to decrease your bounce rate. So people come to your site, you capture that visitor. So he is on your site now, or she is. Don't let them go. Make sure they stay. So what it means is that make it very interesting to stay. Ask them a question, give them some awesome content, video, a form or something to play with, something to interact with. So make sure they stay on your page, because if they don't, if they bounce back to Google, you're done. It's over. They'll rank you lower. Increase pages per session. Again, make sure that once they visit your page, they want to see more pages of your site. So make it, every page is important. Make sure the whole website is very interesting. Whatever topic you're covering, make sure people want to stay there. Like, imagine like you're writing a book and you don't want them to just read a few pages and then leave, right? And then throw it away. You want to make sure they read the whole book, right? So this is how websites work. Make sure they want to stay and learn more about your website, about your company, your personal project, doesn't matter. One other thing, people spend less than 2 seconds on average again on the page, right? If it loads slowly, you're late like crazy. What the heck?
I live far from Tashkent.
You live far from Tashkent, okay? See, always good excuse. Like 37 minutes. And next time, just leave earlier, like 1 hour earlier, and then you'll make it happen. That's my key. Like, I'm never late. Have I ever been late? Who knows me? Have I ever been late? Never. Why? Because I just come earlier. That's it. Very simple. No, it's okay. All right. So people spend like 2 seconds. So if your website doesn't load normally, in less than 2 seconds, they're gone. So technical part is important. Make sure the page loading speed is super fast, lightning fast. It's very technical. So you need like strong servers, powerful servers, right? And you know the code should be light and so on. Then how much time they spend on the page, on the site, how they interact with your content, all these factors are called user behavior factors. Super important. Oh, links. Okay, this is the most controversial part of SEO. Remember I told you links are votes, right? Links vote for your site. Not all links are the same. You don't want to get like any link. We'll talk more about that. These are the best links to have. I'll talk more about that. And then you can build links. So we'll skip that. And then link building, tough. So which ones are good and bad? Good links to have. Those that are relevant to you. Again, let's say you sell, I don't know, phones, right? You sell phones. Anything that's not about phones is not really relevant to you. Don't build those links. Don't ask people to link to you, because Google will say, so what? So some t-shirt website thinks that iPhone website is great. I don't care. If another iPhone website or phone website thinks that this site is great, then I will count it as a link, as a vote. Right? Were you late? Did you just come in? You were here, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to catch those. Okay, high authority. High authority means the metrics, like these are the metrics. Again, complex stuff for those who are new to SEO. Trust law, citation flow, domain authority, page authority, domain rating, URL rating. But basically, we know which link is good and bad in terms of authority, because there's numbers. Let's say if trust law is like 90, it's like, wow, great. If it's 10, not so, I don't want to get that link. Too weak, right? Strong versus weak. So this like strength. You want to make sure that these metrics are high. For every link that you get, make sure the metrics, because one link like that, a high authority link, will give you way more value than many small links, many like weak links. So relevancy, high authority. Natural means when you make a link, you make an agreement, right? You tell them, hey, if you link to me, I'll give you something, whatever. And you're like, like, hey, I wrote really awesome content. Can you link to my content? And you say, yeah, okay, no problem. But it looks artificial, like as if I paid you or something. Then Google not only will not count this, it will penalize me and you. And we both will go out from Google's index. right? So you want to make sure it's natural place. Natural placement means inside the content, there's a link that totally makes sense, that you really reward your reader to go to that website because it's really relevant. It's like, makes sense. For instance, I'm talking about how to fix a roof in my house, right? And then I say, hey, by the way, I saw this article about, different types of roofs, and types of roofs is the link to some site that, sells roof, whatever. Then it's pretty natural, organic placement. And then this is, again, very technical. You don't want to no-follow links. No-follow means there's actually in the code, it says rel equals no-follow. So you tell Google, I link to this site, but I don't want you to count it. No-follow. Don't follow this link. I just link to it for my own reasons, but don't count it. I don't want to give away my link juice to that page. So that's no-follow. And do-follow means there's no tag. There's no tag called do-follow, follow, whatever. Just no-follow tag. Complex again, sorry. Pros and cons. So links are important. You gotta build links 100%. When you have links, it's normally long-term. They stay there. So once people link to it, they rarely just remove a link. It rarely happens. So it's like long-term good strategy. And also it's very hard to do. So if you manage how to do it, not many people in the world know how to do that. And I'll teach you today. But this is a great skill to have. There's even a profession called link builder or link developer. They pay good money for that. So you can just just learn something new. And then it's hard to do, it's a bit risky. Not a bit, it's actually very risky if you don't know how to do that. And it's a tedious process. What it means is that it's really hard to do. Every day, it's tough. Link builders, I don't like their job because it's hard, it's boring sometimes, because it's really tough. It's not very creative sometimes. So when you ask me, should I build links? Of course, yes, you have to build links. And most SEOs in the world will tell you, no, don't. Because Google tells you, don't build links, I'll punish you. And they believe Google. Never believe Google. Because Google doesn't want you to rank. Google wants to decide who will rank because they have their algorithm, right? And your job is to manipulate that algorithm and rank still. So that's why I don't listen to Google. So these are the ways, this is the major part about link building. So I've outlined the 12 most efficient link building tactics, how you actually build links. The simplest one, and probably most effective, acquisitions. You buy a website that's relevant to you, that has a lot of links, and you redirect the whole website to yours. Immediately get tons of links. High quality, relevant, everything that I talked about, instantly yours. You just have to pay for that. All right? Most big websites do this all the time. Almost everybody. That's why they rank. Then you remember that content, you create really awesome content, and then it's this out there, nobody hears about your content, nobody knows that you wrote some nice, awesome article or whole research, right? So you have to reach out and say, hey, CNN, BBC, whatever, I wrote this great article. Nobody else has it. Can you please look at this? You don't even ask them to link, because if they like it, they'll write about it and link to you as a source. Because if they don't, you can sue them, go to court and sue them, right? So great content needs to be pushed to people. Top list, another great stuff. So you create a list of top players in your market, like number 1, number 2, and so on. And then you reach out to those who made your top list and say, hey, we built this list of best universities in Tashkent, and then you made it number 3. So here's a badge, or you can put it in your news, right? And they'll link to you because, hey, my universities in Tashkent.com created this great research and outlined the top 100 universities. And all these universities start linking to you. And they don't rank, you rank. So great tactic. Then you can interview influencers, right? So if people are popular, famous in their particular niche, you go to them, you talk to them, you interview them, you post it on your website, they will link to the interview because they're proud that it's called ego baiting. You create data-driven research, right? It's harder, but if you know your stuff, if you have access to unique content, you can build your own data-driven research papers, basically. There are programs, let's say for homeless people, for disabled people, you can create some programs, help them somehow. It really ranks, it helps people, first of all, you build your reputation as a company or as an organization, right? But also it can create amazing number of links from high quality, humanitarian organizations like non-profits and stuff. Okay. Again, you reach out and ask them, hey, we built this program, can you link to us? So scholarship is very similar. You create a scholarship in your university, right? And then you announce it. There's so many websites about scholarships. They all link to you because you have a scholarship, right? So you get free links very easy. Resource pages. Okay, I won't go further because it takes time, but a number of great tactics that you can use to build links. So your goal is to make sure you have more votes. Like imagine your website is like a politician who wants to be a president, right? So you're like #1 spot on Google is president's place. So you have to get those votes, and this is the way you get those. The way link building works in general, first again, keyword research. It always in SEO always starts with keyword research. Like what are those keywords that people use to find you? So you made the research, understand the purpose, do everything, and then you do prospecting. So you see like what are those websites out there who are about my topic, right? So let's say again, you sell microphones or clickers, like Logitech clickers, right? What are other sites that talk about clickers? Like you want to sell those. That's like actually a very nice micro niche. You can make a lot of money because not many people even think about selling those, right? In Uzbekistan particularly. Like if you create a website that sells these, you have zero competition. I am pretty sure you can rank like in day 5 #1 for this type of keywords. And each one is probably like good $5 or $20, right? You can make a lot of money. So SEO is powerful. Like if you learn it, you can make money easily sitting at home, but also if you work as a professional. So you prospect like, what are those sites about this? Or about, if this is too small, like we found 0 sites about this. Like what else? Maybe electronics, maybe devices, maybe microphones, or slideshow presentation technology kind of sites, right? That's wider. Now you have links that are still relevant, and so you prospect them, you vet them, so you filter out the results, and then you do outreach. So you reach out and then tell them, hey, you want to link to me, please, and use those tactics. Oh my God, this is too complex as well, but basically why it's risky is because Google knows you building links, and they hate you for that, and they want to penalize you. So you want to make sure you hide, you kind of do it so they don't notice, and that's why it's called, you got to monitor your backlink profile. There are tools for that. You can see how many links you gained, how many links you lost, and then you see, so it's organic. If it's like that, right away, Google will figure out like, oh, this is not natural, penalize, and you out. Even BMW, BMW, the car, they got penalized by Google by doing wrong stuff, out from index. Big company, multi-million-dollar, maybe billion-dollar company, out. Link blending, so when you place links, you want to place some other links to Wikipedia and others, so you hide your placement, things like that. It's like little tricks, like you mentioned, tricks, right? SEO is tricks. These are the tools you can use. You can just make a picture, because I wouldn't go over. But Ahrefs, Majestic, SEMrush, Greybox, all these great tools that help you do keyword research, do link building stuff, write content, they're amazing. Really, you are nothing without tools, because you're just a human being, even a team, nothing. Tools help you maximize, really automate stuff. So always use tools. So these are the tools. So this is just the summary of everything I said. What not to do in SEO. So there are things called black hat. So my hat is cool, by the way, and it's black. But also there's white, right? It's half white, half black. But that black hat means doing stuff that's crazy bad, but works. Black hat still works. And I do stuff just to test Google. We kind of stress test Google all the time, like see, does it work or not? So learn black hat. It's always good to know stuff that people do, but never use it. Google will really kill you forever. Again, I told you, remember, Google knows you better than you know yourself. It knows all the IP addresses you ever used in your life. Devices. You change your device, you throw it away, you take another one, it knows it was you. Right? So when you do something stupid and then you try to hide, maybe you change your name, I don't know, company, IP address, who information on your domain name, they will know it was you and they'll punish you again. So don't do stupid stuff. Highly not recommended. But learn it because it helps you to understand how Google works. You can stress test it, right? You can automate stuff, you can do it massively, and it's a bit too manipulative. So don't do that. Don't over-optimize and don't under-optimize. So for instance, if you, simple example, keyword stuffing, like you write about clickers, right? And then on your page, you always use the word clicker, clicker, clicker everywhere, right? And then Google says, that's over-optimization. Get out of here, ban, right? But if you don't use it too much, if you never use it even, that's under-optimization. So basically Google says, I have no idea what your website is about. It definitely is not about clickers because I haven't even heard the word clicker on your site. Or maybe I heard it twice. And the other site is using it 5 times. So you are under-optimizing. And then don't have multiple pages that are very similar, things like that. Theme pages, like remember I said, Google really hates theme content. People love it, Google hates it. Because Google thinks that you didn't spend enough time. Another trick here to show Google that it's high quality content is like multiple authors or citations to like other research and papers that shows that you actually put effort. And also like mixed media, like if you have videos, some interactive maps, infographics, like this helps Google understand, oh, they took time to create that content, I'll reward them, I'll rank them high. And then don't do aggressive link building. Build links, but not aggressively. Updates, yeah. So as I remember, I told you in the beginning, the tons of updates, every month a new update, throughout the year, like 500 different updates. The names are like weird, panda, penguin, hummingbird, like I don't know who comes up with these stupid names. And we have to figure out, like, what does panda mean? Like, yes?
Shavkat, я могу на русском?
Yes.
Все-таки по поводу предыдущей темы, касательно линкбилдинга, вот 23 пункт aggressive линкбилдинг. Дело в том, что у меня 12 проектов, я постоянно закупаю ссылки на всяких биржах и так далее. В каждом проекте по 100, по 150 тысяч бэклинков, около там, достаточно хороший ссылочный профиль. И тут мне пришло предложение купить услугу VPN сети. Это там у него около 3 миллиона бэклинков. Я не буду это покупать, я один раз ему заплачу, для нового проекта посажу. Не будет ли это...
So, everything, you understand English?
Yes, I'm
cool, you just okay. I'll respond in English, okay? So first of all, everything you do is wrong, don't buy links. Never buy links. You will suffer big time. Even if you rank right now, like a little bit for micro words, keywords, probably you do it. Yeah, you got the rankings, yeah, but it's temporary. They will punish you for sure. Because Google is really smart to figure out those PBN links, PBN is private blog network links, the huge one, and anything you buy. Because when you buy, first of all, they even might know how you talk to them. Because they check Gmail, for instance. Gmail belongs to Google as well, right? So if you talk about purchase, acquisition, buy, sell, the notification goes to the spam team and they're like, oh, this guy, okay. What he owns, let's see. Oh, who is? They check your who is. You probably hide your who is information, right? So trust me, they know. It's called traceability. PBN is big no-no. How PBN works? So people automate. This automation again, right? They build millions of pages, right? Very, very terrible content, thin content, duplicate pages. Everything I told you not to do, they do. I had my own PBN networks, I know what I'm talking about. Remember I told you I was the biggest web directory owner in the world at one point. I was selling links like crazy. I made like millions bucks. Crazy. But it's a big no. Google hates me. Google turned my business in one day to zero income. Right? Might happen to you. So avoid that. The tactics that I showed you, like reaching out, the slower the better. Don't go after like speed, right? Because you want to play long term. You don't want to just make money and then leave forever. You want to make money, maybe less money, but always. Exactly, the Hrefs, yeah. So you look at Hrefs or Majestic also good. So it's organic, right? Don't, never. Just avoid PBNs, avoid buying links. What you could do, you buy sites, high quality white hat sites, right?
Yeah,
so, right? Exactly, yeah. Buy websites, right? Or if you buy links, then make sure it's super naturally placed inside the content, makes sense, very reasonable, right? No other external links. All of these metrics. Great question. Yes. No anchor. Why? So anchor means the actual text that you use, like text, right? let's say I link to your site about Ralph Lauren, right? The text would say Ralph Lauren t-shirts. And the link goes to Ralph Lauren t-shirts for sale.com, your website, right? So Ralph Lauren t-shirt is anchor text, right? So it's very dangerous because it has a keyword. And Google says, it's probably unnatural. He probably paid him. He paid me, so I linked to him. So let me penalize him and him, everybody. And maybe they're friends, just, they're friends. Because friends, they help each other, so they might together do some stupid stuff. So let me just get rid of all of them. Same IP, get out. That's why they put C class, C class IPs, right? IP consists of 4 parts. So C is like first 3, should be different. Like if you have multiple sites, put them on different C class IPs. So it's very hard to trace you back. That's you behind all of these. Very important, traceability. Yes, so updates, big deal, tons of stuff. And we're ending, so I know you're tired. For most of you, it's like, what the heck he's talking about? Like, I have no idea. It's stupid SEO stuff. Why am I here? I want to go home. It's Friday. So almost over. Future of SEO. Cool stuff. So what I think, voice searches will grow. It's easier to use like Alexa, Alexa tool, like Yandex has its own, whatever it's called. Alisa, yeah, whatever. And then we have Cortana. We don't use it anymore. Windows, Cortana. Google has, OK Google, right? Google Glass. Cortana, you remember, right? It's gone. But basically, voice is so much easier. Like I asked, like, hey Google, tell me this or that, right? Versus search, like type it in. But with voice, there's only one result. Not 10 anymore, but 1. Because Google will tell you the answer. Like, yeah, you go here, or you do this. And it doesn't know everything, right? It takes it from a certain website, one of your websites. So the competition will be even tougher, like much tougher with voice search, and it will grow. So make sure you optimize for voice. Videos will dominate. Video content, as you notice, like recent trends, right? Which sites are becoming more and more popular? It's TikTok, it's Instagram, right? Shorts, like short videos, like remember there were like different types of short, there were Vine, remember Vine? Like anything that's short form video is taking off. So video, for your business as well, will kill it. Google loves video now. Google ranks video over content now. So, because video takes more time to create, right? It takes resources, cameras now. That's why we're doing it on video. I could just write an article, no. Better do a video, make it fun, and then Google rank it. We don't do it for Google, don't worry. It's nothing commercial in this thing. It's all free, we don't make any money, anything like that. SEO opportunities will be in all huge sites. So now, once you figure out how SEO works, how this algorithm rank stuff, now you're so powerful. You can go to any website, big website, like TikTok, like Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Doesn't matter. There's so many big sites out there, huge sites. Almost every single site has search, right? And people search. They search, and there are always results. So that's SEO. Somebody needs to be number 1, somebody needs to be number 2, can be empty. So there's some algorithm, but that algorithm is so weak, so undeveloped compared to Google that you can manipulate it like that very easily. Easy. Like you want to rank number 1 on Instagram for anything you want, 5 days. Go do it. Just figure out how it works. Why? How you figure out? You see who ranks right now, look at everyone, and look how different they are. Why are they ranking? You can also go to page number 10, for instance, and see those 5. Take any random 5. What's the difference between these 5, the winners, and the losers? Why these are the losers and these are the winners? This is, by the way, when the update happens, this is how we figure out what happened, because Google doesn't tell us. They say, okay, there's a May update. May, it's like month of May, no information. What changed? We asked Google, like, what changed? They say, no, we don't tell you. We're not gonna never ever tell you because we don't want you to manipulate our algorithm. But what we do, we see, okay, what happened? Who are the winners? Who are the losers? Some big, nice sites are losers now. Other sites are winners. So what's the difference? We see, oh, look, these sites have better, I don't know, certain technical stuff than these sites. That's what changed. And there are multiple reasons like that, right? So the same for, let's say you want to rank on LinkedIn, You figure out what, I can tell you on LinkedIn, it's number of connections that you have and the length of your profile. Two major factors. So if your profile is fully long with photos, everything, details, and you have a lot of connections, you will rank very high for your profession. And again, you don't have to work, you don't have to search for work anymore. People will find you and ask you to work for them because they'll think you're smart. And then new technologies can change things. Like, metaverse, it's a thing, it's happening, it's gonna be huge. And what changes is that you don't have anymore the screen, remember below the fold, you have everything. So the results are everywhere now. Like I see there, and I don't know which one is better. Should I wanna rank there or here or here? Where do people look? It's metaverse, right? I have the device. So a lot of things will change. Thank you. So questions?